Hello. Thanks to Ignite for inviting me. I'm delighted to be here. My name's William Gurstelle, and I'm here to talk about the art of living dangerously. My name is William Gurstelle. I'm a producer on Make Television, which is a PBS show. I also write for Make Magazine, and I write books. And one of the things I write about is, in fact, risk-taking and the art of living dangerously. Now, who knows who this is? This is Thomas Edison as a young boy. When he was a young boy, he made money selling newspapers on a train until he got fired for blowing up the train car. But he went on to do wonderful things. This is David Packard. David Packard founded Hewlett-Packard along with Hewlett. He blew off his right thumb as a boy playing with dynamite. He learned how to make dynamite by looking at World Book Encyclopedia, and after that he turned to computers. This is B.F. Skinner. I love his forehead. Look at the size of that brain on this guy. He was as a child, he made this gigantic cannon, and he impressed his friends with the size of it. And he would do wonderful things, and he went on to do wonderful things. This is Francis Crick, co-discoverer of DNA, the DNA molecule. As a young boy, he blew up all sorts of shit, but he was good at it. He promised his parents he wouldn't hurt himself, and indeed he didn't. He went on, became a big deal in the world of chemistry, did great things. Who's this? Boris Yeltsin. Before he was premier of Russia, he was a top-notch engineer. He also blew off his thumb playing with a hand grenade as a child. I'll tell you, it's a dangerous business, but a little risk-taking, even at a young age, is something that you can build upon. Of course, we're going to do it better than most people. This is Gordon Moore. He of Moore's Law at Intel. As a very young boy, he blew up all sorts of stuff in the desert. He knelt over a cache of dynamite, blew it up. He was 11 years old when he did it. Now, what I'm here to talk about today is not blowing yourself up. Not at all. What I'm here to talk about is the art of living dangerously. It's the book that's coming out that I've written. It's tips and all sorts of good stuff on how to take risks, but do it wisely. Now, what I talk about is the art of living dangerously. Is living dangerously a good thing or a bad thing, or is it neither? Friends, I'm here to tell you the art of living dangerously is something you need to learn. It's going to improve your life, but you have to do it wisely. And I want to give you a little advice on how to do that. Now, why do I say you need to live dangerously? Because you have a brain. If you believe in God or nature, whatever, that entity gave you a brain for one reason. That's to deal with danger. If you don't have any danger, you don't need a brain. And I'm going to give you some proof on that. These are called sea squirts. Sea squirts are like barnacles. They live in the ocean. They filter food, and they don't do anything. They taste terrible, and they don't have any kind of life at all. But because they don't taste good, they have no natural enemies. But before they metamorphosize, they look like this. They're delicious. Everything in the ocean wants to eat a sea squirt, and they have a really big brain. Okay, they have a brain because they have to deal with danger. Their lives are always in peril, so that's why they have a brain. But after they go through that metamorphosis, they look like this. They eat their own brain and become filter feeders and don't do anything the rest of their lives. My friends, it's a law. That's a metaphor that tells you danger equals the need for a brain. That's why you've got it. You need the art of living dangerously. Now, how can I prove this besides that? There's many studies out there. There's many studies out there that have been done by great academics in Germany, in Canada, in the United States. They all say the same thing. The most successful people are those that take risks, reasonable risks, wise risks, not crazy risks. So what can you do? You learn by doing. Maybe you didn't start out as a child, but now it's not too late. You can learn to take risks. Here's a few ideas that I've got for you. I kind of call this American Tarzan. Okay, there's probably 128,000 volts in that line, so you have to, if you do this, no, don't do this. And nobody come back and sue me and they said, hey, this was a good idea, this is dangerous, but it's one way you can add a little bit of danger to your life. Actually, a lot of dangers. If you're not into that, you can do other things. You can act out metaphors. What is this person doing? These people doing? You're right, they're running with scissors. That's also something you can do, okay? But a lot of danger. And you can do some social adventuring if you want to, too. Now, there's all sorts of ways to add danger to your life. Some ways are better than other ways, but the idea is to start early, start young, and try. So, anyway, this is my book. It's coming out June 1st. Available everywhere. Go on Amazon. Go to Barnes & Noble. If you want to know more about what I've been talking about here today, the art of living dangerously, I will actually show you how to make a flamethrower. Yes, indeed. That is not just hype. All sorts of good things. Well, people, I've really had fun with this 5 minutes talking fast. I don't know if I led off well or led off poorly, but it's been my pleasure to address you. I want to thank the sponsors for allowing me to talk to you today about the art of living dangerously. Thank you, Minneapolis.